This is the typical answer that evolutionists use when they are asked about the second law of thermodynamics. And I'm honestly curious, how come so many evolutionists consider these invalid arguments? Most evolutionists, and with most I mean like 99.999% of evolutionists in YouTube, claim that they don't have to worry about the second law of thermodynamics because the Earth is an open system and we receive energy from the Sun. But this is so wrong. You do have to worry about the second law of thermodynamics, and let me explain. The second law of thermodynamics can be divided into two major branches: classical thermodynamics and statistical thermodynamics. Classical thermodynamics deals with how machines work and has nothing to do with evolution. When we creationists claim that the second law of thermodynamics refutes evolution, we are talking about statistical thermodynamics, which states that everything has a tendency towards disorder. For example, you can have a broken glass from a complete glass, but you will never have a complete glass from a broken glass. Another example, after a few days, fresh tomatoes will become rotten, but rotten tomatoes will never become fresh tomatoes. Now, and this is important, whether if the Earth is an open system or not is only relevant for classical thermodynamics, not for statistical thermodynamics. This is why you do have to worry about the second law of thermodynamics, and you cannot use the fact that we receive energy from the sun as an excuse. Please don't get me wrong, both classical and statistical thermodynamics are the same law. For the purpose of this video, I simply found it convenient to make this distinction. So, statistical thermodynamics applies both in open and closed systems. Therefore, as an evolutionist, you do have to worry about the second law of thermodynamics. According to statistical thermodynamics, random variables, such as random mutations, tend to destroy information, such as DNA. And receiving energy from the sun doesn't solve the problem. The sun doesn't prevent mutations to deteriorate genomes. There are some mechanisms that can revert the trend toward disorder caused by the second law of thermodynamics. For example, an intelligent mind. But trust me, the sun is not an organizing force, and the sun is not preventing genome deterioration.